Now on ABC7 News at 6 o'clock, the city of Northport launching a new program to get developers to also consider the environment.
Plus, a new program up and running from the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office that lets you report details of a crime without your phone.
But first, we have all seen the devastation and the devastating scenes out of Maui, a wildfire raging for over a week. The death toll now over 100,000 still needing help. 4,000 miles away, there are strong Suncoast ties. These are photos from ABC7 viewer Fong Wen, a flight nurse now at Ground Zero helping out, and a woman from Sarasota taking the journey to Hawaii as a member of the Red Cross, also giving help on the ground. Good evening, everybody. I'm Rick Adams.
And I'm Summer Smith. And right now, the fires are still burning on Maui with no official cause. It's already the worst natural disaster in Hawaii's state history. ABC7 speaking today with someone who lives in one of the devastated areas, our Brissa Bradfield, joining us live now in the studio. And Brissa, they just say they're in desperate need of help.
They really are, Summer and Rick. The island of Maui needs everyone's help right now. And one Suncoast resident who used to live there felt nothing but panic for her friends when the news broke of the fire in Maui. Karen McKeever lived in Maui, but due to COVID, her family moved to the Suncoast. And as the tragic events unfolded, they feared for their friends. She said it was 4 days before they were finally able to hear from them again. And she says her heart aches because Maui residents had zero warning.
There in that situation in Maui, the signals didn't go off. There was no warning. The roads were blocked. They couldn't get out of their area because the power lines were down. It is a monumental and comprehensible situation of what's happening there.
And one of her close friends is Mac. He's lived there for 60 years now, and his story of survival is harrowing. People living on his property going the extra mile to save his 90-year-old mother's life.
They saved my mom. They could have abandoned her to save themselves, but they didn't. When I left my mom after the first fire that morning, it was contained, but I had to go home to my other house to get some provisions because we didn't have electricity and cable. I had to stay with my mom in case the fire in Lahaina flared out again and evacuate her.
And friends have put together a GoFundMe for Mac. You can see it here behind me and the devastating property loss he's facing. You can find a link to this GoFundMe right on our website at mysuncoast.com. Reporting from the studio tonight, Brissa Bradfield, ABC7, your local station.
All right, Brissa, thank you. In Northport, a push to not forget about the environment as growth continues in the city. The city launching a new program aiming to work with developers to better protect natural resources. The project is paid for through the city's tree fund.
And that fund has over $3 million made up of mitigation and permit fees from developers to remove protected trees in the city. ABC7's Michaela Redmond explaining the program isn't meant to stop development, but to keep the city sustainable as it continues to grow.
If you drive anywhere around the Suncoast, up in Parrish and Palmetto, or even down here in Northport, you're likely to see construction, bringing in new homes or even shopping plazas. Now it's a matter of protecting natural resources like these trees. An all too common sight across Northport right now. Heavy machinery, outlines of buildings, and clear-cut properties. Mike Hughes has lived in Northport since 2014, watching it change into what it looks like now. He believes there is no control over development, citing a new project off of Price Boulevard.
It's over 62 acres that were just clear-cut. And they had logging trucks out there with just loads of pine trees out there. There was a osprey nest out there, I know for a fact, because I used to fish out there. And how many turtle nests or whatever did they just mow over?
The city says that's exactly the habit this program is trying to stop, where instead of developers just paying the fee and clearing the land, they work with the city to preserve parts of the natural habitat like trees. that provide an abundance of benefits.
Windbreaks for hurricanes. You know, we had a lot of damage down here in Northport during Hurricane Ian. We would have had more damage without the trees, even though we lost a lot of trees and trees fell on homes.
Director of Development Services Alana Ray says they're issuing more permits for development than ever, and she doesn't expect it to slow down anytime soon.
Before having this division, we're simply in response mode. We don't have the time or the resources to spend to really look at what we can preserve.
Ray says while the city has changed drastically, there is still a lot of land that developers can build on. With this program, the city can get ahead of development. They also want to set an example to other cities across the Suncoast to have healthy development and growth. Reporting in Northport, Michaela Redmond, ABC7, your local station.
Well, there you see it in Michaela's report. Rain coming down on parts of the Suncoast this afternoon. This is a video from the Heritage Harbor Golf Course in Bradenton. People looking for shelter and using their umbrellas. These showers are definitely much needed and probably cooling things off a little bit as well.
Yeah, and outside right now, take a look at this. This is a live look from our ABC7 tower cam overlooking the Sarasota Bay. Look at those dark clouds, and that is a lot of rain coming down at this moment. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. And Bob, what a welcome sight.
Yeah, people finally enjoying that. You know, that tree shot I saw there at the golf course, not the best place to seek shelter. Keep that in mind. A lot of people go under a tree because there's less rain there, but a lot of times the trees get hit by lightning, and there have been a lot of people who have been injured who seek shelter under those trees. And I see people on Siesta Key Beach still out there. If you can hear the rumble of thunder, you're in danger of getting hit. And you can see right now the winds and waves are high here at Anna Maria Island. This is one of those weather rocks, right? If it's moving, it's windy, and you can see it's moving right now, and the rain is on the way as the storms are continuing to roll in. The good news is, yes, things have cooled down as a result of the clouds and showers that have moved in. No advisories today, first time in 8 days consecutively that we've had weather advisories due to the heat. Now, scattered storms this evening, they'll continue up to about 10 o'clock. Rain chances will stay elevated, so keep that umbrella handy. And there's a wind shift for the weekend. Look at all this heavy rainfall in the Gulf advancing toward the east right now at 10 miles an hour. We'll go ahead and put this into motion and show you that, yeah, it's not going to be the best of sunsets tonight. You see some big storms earlier in Sebring. That prompted a watch and a little bit of an advisory. You can see heavy weather now getting ready to move into Palmer Ranch, Osprey, Venice. You've had some showers around. There's the one now moving into and around Anna Maria. We'll check one more thing here and check the advisories that are out. They did issue a new one, as I thought. The National Weather Service now put a special marine statement in for our entire boating area with winds up to 40 miles an hour, water spouts possible, and yes, heavy rain and lightning over the next hour or so. We'll have more on our weather and our rain chances for the weekend coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office rolling out a program they hope will help speed up getting reports filed and investigations underway. It's an online service where nonviolent crimes can be reported. ABC7's Rob Wells has details on how it will help a rapidly growing area.
The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office says they rolled out that new program to make sure that people have access to reporting crimes if they think they become a victim. The process is pretty simple. They walked us through it. You simply go online if you think you become a victim of a crime and kind of specify the specifics of that crime, where it happened, when it happened, and your personal information. Once that's done, the Sheriff's Office reaches out to you to do a follow-up. One lady I met says she wishes she'd have known that before. She recently just got scammed out of $9,000 out of her account.
Had me withdraw money out of my account because my account was being hacked so much. And I took the money out of the account and eventually got it, and I never heard from them again.
The Sheriff's Office says that this program comes as a great time as the county continues to grow. For more information, visit sarasotasheriff.org. In Sarasota, Rob Wells, ABC7, your local station.
While the online service is ideal for cases like burglaries or identity theft, it does not cover violent crimes. In those situations, you're still urged to call 911. And the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office putting this man behind bars for the next 15 years, Kagan Wilson of Venice. The investigation shows he had more than 200 images and videos of child pornography of young girls ranging from 8 to 10 years old. And new at 6, another Sarasota man behind bars where he will remain for the rest of his life.
He is 39-year-old Linville Cahoon, and his crimes include attempted murder, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, premeditated murder, and violation of pretrial release. Back in April of 2018, 2 people were found suffering from gunshot wounds to the head. They both did survive. Cahoon was eventually arrested. 4 years later, while still in custody over at the Sarasota County Jail, he offered a soon-to-be-released inmate $7,500 to kill one of the victims, leading to a charge of premeditated murder. Then a year later, he called one of the victims to apologize, begging for help. That led to another violation.
Coming up next on ABC7 News at 6, a new roundabout, years in the making, moves one step closer in Bradenton. We'll have the latest.
Visit mysuncoast.com and download the official Suncoast Hurricane Guide from ABC7.
ABC7 is your local station for sports. Tune in every night for the ABC7 Sports Desk. The week's biggest matchups, play-by-plays, and the area's best student athletes getting you into the action.
Sponsored by Brian Somali Law, right here on ABC7, your local station.
Don't miss our authorized Stressless Your Choice sale. For the first time, save up to 50% off. Now the choice is yours. Shop top grain leather for $17.88 or $21.88. Hurry in, only at Mater Brothers Furniture and Mattress.
Hurry in to the Acura Summer of Performance event going on now.
Our southern weather is unpredictable.
We know you've seen a thing or two.
Like heavy rainstorms, extreme heat,
and flying debris.
Your New South windows are custom built for your home.
That's why you need New South by your side.
Volume discounts on 4 or more windows.
We're having a huge Labor Day sale right now at Flooring Options by Carpet One. Save big right now on Shaw Flooring featuring Cortec, a waterproof, kid-proof, and pet-proof floor engineered to withstand whatever you throw at it. Plus, you'll love the ultra-durable, easy-to-clean Pet Perfect carpet from Shaw. And get started right away with easy 0% for 36 months financing. Now through Labor Day, only at Flooring Options by Carpet One. Flooring changes everything.
It's almost over. Sunday is the final day. If you haven't shopped Bayer's $20 million inventory sell-off, this is your last chance. Save 60, 70, even up to 80%. Plus, get an extra 15% off all clearance floor samples. Find sofas, sectionals, bedrooms, dining rooms, and recliners before it's all over. Our best brands, now at drastically reduced prices. Last call to save big. Where? Bayer's.
Florida style, quality, service, value. A brand you can trust. Where? Bears.
Right now, Manatee County is hosting a public meeting about upcoming improvements to its plans to make on Creekwood Boulevard. The plan is several years in the making, and signage has been around that area alerting residents of the change.
Still, though, some business owners and community members are unhappy with this project. A roundabout will be placed at the intersection of Creekwood Boulevard and 73rd Street East in Bradenton, and this is just down the road from Creekwood Crossing. This is not far from the shopping plaza, and this is a very popular shopping plaza that's not so easy to get in and out of. Brigham Harris joining us live now. And Brigham, you spoke to those who are happy and not so happy about this new roundabout.
Rick, Summer, good evening. That's exactly right. Both sides sticking very much to their own side of the argument. Now, this meeting that's happening for Manatee County at Manatee Tech College is concerning some very substantial changes in a very busy area. Creekwood Boulevard has seen its fair share of accidents over the years. That's why Manatee County says it's spending $5 million to improve the road, adding a roundabout at the intersection of 73rd Street East. After some residents came forward with complaints that the project would hurt their land, the county says it adapted, something Thomas Carter says wouldn't have been that simple.
I was a contracting officer in the military. Once you move something, you have to do repeat all the steps you did already. So a lot of it doesn't make sense of what's going on.
Scott May, county engineer with Manatee County, is saying he hears Carter's worries. He's saying it's not always easy for people to change, but the county, he says, is dedicated to public safety.
I think the biggest challenges here is communicating effectively with the residents out here and helping them understand that, you know, this is an area that is a problem, and to make that correction is actually moving it to a different concept than most people are used to, which is to make a left turn, you actually go right first.
Manatee County is holding its final meeting for public comment on the issue. Carter and other business owners affected by the construction tell me they'll be at the meeting to demand answers to their questions. Carter says he's lived here for 5 years, but this, he says, would be enough for he and his wife to pack their bags.
If they don't listen to industry and go ahead and just do it, we'll probably have to move.
Now, that meeting at Manatee Tech College is set to last until 8 p.m. tonight. ABC7 will bring you any updates on the plans as construction is set to begin before the end of this year. Live in Manatee County, Brigham Harris, ABC7, your local station.
All right, Brigham, thank you. Also in Manatee County, the aging of a parking garage in downtown Bradenton are raising alarms for local leaders. The garage showing visible signs of wearing down. Manatee County Construction Services Manager Tom Yarger saying it will still be safe for another 2 to 3 years, but the clock is ticking.
It's just getting worn out. It's a structure that was constructed in 1986, I believe. It was built to a 1986 building code. It was not designed to handle the heavy cars that we have now and the large vehicles that we have now. So it is like all garages starting to deteriorate and will need to be replaced.
And Yarger going on to say demolishing the garage would take about 6 months. Then the timeline for building a new garage will be 1.5 to 2 years. Still ahead on ABC7 News at 6, we introduce you to a head coach with a long football history right here on the Sun Coast.
Florida style. Quality, service, value. A brand you can trust. Where there's.
It was chaos.
Devastating wildfires on Maui have left behind extraordinary damage, destroying entire communities and displacing countless families.
We're going to need help from America. They don't have any place to go.
Right now, you can make a difference and help them recover and rebuild. Text Fire Relief to 51555 to donate to the Salvation Army. Join Gray Television and ABC7, your local station, and give hope for Hawaii.
Summer is Honda savings time with payments from $249 a month on our largest selection of new Hondas in stock and the most fun to drive from $249 a month. Search your local Honda dealer today.
How do you spell selection? G-E-T-T-E-L. How do you spell more for your trade? G-E-T-T-E-L. That's right. Gettle Automotive Group is your pre-owned destination. Right now, we're paying up to 120% of KBB trade value. And with over 1,200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from, starting at only $38.88, we have what you're looking for. And now it's easier than ever as you find it all online with Gettle Express Shopping. Remember, at the Gettle family of dealerships, Gettle's got it.
Cool's right here, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Cool today.
I'm so hot, got no relief.
like an overworked, tired out mule. When can you come our way?
How about today?
That works.
Who's right here? Don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Cool Today.
Are you a storytelling producer with a passion for local news? ABC7 is looking for our next newscast and web producer for our digital-first newsroom. Go to mysuncoast.com/job of the day for a full description of the position and to apply.
Save thousands with 0.9% financing on new Hondas this summer. Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Save with 0.9%. Search your local Honda dealer today.
ABC7, the Suncoast's official Florida lottery station.
Okay, let's do it. Tonight on ABC7 Sports, we meet a local football coach with strong ties to the Suncoast. Josh Smithers is a head football coach over at Riverview High School, but he is sharing more than X's and O's. He is sharing his coaching history.
He actually played football at Cardinal Mooney before his coaching career even started. ABC7 sports anchor James Hill joining us now live. And James, how does Coach Smithers' father fit into this coaching story?
Hi, Summer and Rick. As you know, or if you may know, Coach Josh Smithers, you probably have heard him talk about his family, and that is because his father is actually a coach too. Joshua Smithers says his journey to coaching up student athletes here on the Suncoast began at a very early age. He is the second of 3 coaches in his family's coaching tree.
Obviously, look up to my father, and he's a longtime coach, as my mother is too. But you know, when I was a kid, I was able to see the kind of effect that my father was able to have on young men, and always thought that was something that was pretty special, and you know, knew at an early age that's what I wanted to do.
What Coach Smithers is doing is coaching high school football in Sarasota at Riverview High School. His father, also a longtime coach whose resume includes years at Cardinal Mooney to Riverview, Bob Smithers says he's proud of his son handing down X's and O's from his second-generation playbook.
It's a blast until I get to the games, and then I get upset with them during the game. But if that's what he wants to do and he's loving it, you know, I'm really, really glad.
Quarterback Jeremiah Dawson describes playing for his coach Smithers.
Coach Smithers is a really good coach. He does everything for the team that he can. He's a great leader.
I've had a lot of great football coaches from when I started at 9 years old to all the way, you know, through high school with Mike Dowling, and so, you know, it was just, you know, the experience for me was a very positive experience.
Every day, Coach Smithers continues following the legacy of his family's coaching tree. He also credits everyone who coached him up during his playing days. Now, Coach Smithers is using what his parents taught him in his current role at Riverview High School. Bob?
Thanks, James. Good story there. Coach Smithers, homegrown right here, and football practice delayed this evening for some, if they had it. There's rain out there, big storms, ominous looking clouds. Look at this live shot over Sarasota Bay. Good to see, finally, some rainfall to cool us down. We'll let you know if that continues. Coming up next.
Make your home better than new with ArmorView. Save 33% on all windows and doors. ArmorView offers all-in pricing that includes installation, no hidden fees, and a lifetime warranty. Trust the experts at ArmorView, the clearly stronger choice for you.
You know what time it is? At Anthony's, it doesn't matter. We provide prompt, professional AC service every day and all night with no overtime charges, and never sell you anything you don't need. Experience our award-winning service 24/7, 365.
Mater Brothers Furniture is here to help you live your best Florida life. That begins with a healthy night's sleep, where your body can fully rest, repair, and recharge. We've curated the finest collection of sleep systems from your favorite brands like Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. Hurry in to save up to 30% off select Breeze floor models. Plus, enjoy free setup, free delivery, and free removal. Only at Mater Brothers Furniture and Mattress.
Research has shown that people who hire attorneys to handle their injury cases on average get more money.
Make your home better than new with ArmorView. Call or visit today and save 33% on all windows and doors. We offer smart financing like no interest, no payments for 12 months. Trust the experts at ArmorView, the clearly stronger choice for you.
Now, finally, some rainfall. Lots more on the way, too. Here's what's happening. Wind blowing out there in Anna Maria right now. Cedar Cove, some ominous-looking skies off in the distance. Look at that, 77 degrees. Finally, this is what we deserve, but we haven't had it at all this summer. But things are changing. Scattered storms through this evening. Rain chances stay elevated, too, over the next several days. And then wind shift for the weekend will bring these storms from inland back toward the coast. But look at this line set up all the way down from Rotunda to Lakewood Ranch now, or close to it, and up near Bradenton. You check the advisory out from the National Weather Service. It is out until 7:30 for mariners right there. So keep that in mind. There are winds up to 40 miles an hour, heavy rainfall, and frequent lightning expected with these cells as they move off to the east at around 10 miles an hour. So although it's not coming down too hard along the interstate system, it will, as this whole line is pushing off toward the east at around 15 miles an hour. Now, again, you kind of draw a line right here, and it may change a little bit in terms of a timing, but it's east moving. So we're talking Port Charlotte 7:33, Hidden River just around 7:25. And the forecast is showing that rain sticking around about till 9, 10 o'clock. And then look at all this moisture staying with us. A dry air to the north. Another punch of moisture comes in over the weekend, too, so a good chance for showers and storms on Saturday and Sunday. Then the dry air moves in beginning Monday, so our rain chances will go down then. But finally, a good deal of rainfall scattered about across areas that we need. We're 18 inches below average rain chance at any time tomorrow, at 40% in the morning, 50% in the afternoon. Heat index. Not a problem. Finally, that's gone away. These numbers are coming down quickly, too, as that rain is moving in. Now, in the tropics, lots of Saharan dust will move in on late Sunday, but more so Monday and Tuesday, and shut down those storms, too, with that dry air. But it's also stopping the storms from developing, and that's a good sign right now. But you can see these two are expected to move off into the open waters of the Atlantic. Pretty good chances of those developing the next 7 days. This is that homegrown system that got to keep an eye out for in the Gulf of Mexico. Should not be a factor for us, but it is bringing us additional moisture right now, which is good. Winds will be out of the south-southwest, 5 to 10 knots, and seas will be running less than 2 feet. A chance of rain in the morning and in the afternoon. Look out, boaters, in the afternoon, too. We switch it back up. Afternoon storms on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We'll be right back.
Stock Report, sponsored by Clive Daniel Home.
Save the best for last.
Tuscan was big in 2005. It's completely out.
Detuscanizing is making things less ornate, cleaner, fresher. The finishes are very nice. They just need to be a little less serious.
Ornate archways, columns, extra browns and yellows and golds.
Our designers know how to come in and really create something that's more now and today.
The car behind me hit me from behind. The first thing I did was call David Goldman. The first thing he said was, "Are you all right?" He has really helped me, and I greatly appreciate him.
Get to Gettle Kia of Bradenton for new and certified pre-owned Kia vehicles. We have a huge allocation of brand new Kias. You'll find the perfect vehicle at an even better price. Drive home in a brand new Kia for as low as $189 a month. And you can have it all with Gettle Express Shopping. Shop vehicles, craft your deal, apply for financing, all from the comfort of your home. So drive off in a Kia today. Visit GettleKiaofBradenton.com and find out why Gettle's got it.
Things are more expensive now for my wife and I, so we have decided that we would make changes in terms of our expenditures.
I live downstairs with one thermostat. She lives upstairs with 2 thermostats, but they all cost one price.
I appreciate that at FPL, they are always teaching me how power works and how you can save money.
You can look at your bills based on cooling, heating, and it'll break it down to the dollar value.
My wife and I have been able to see a change in our expenditure on energy.
I can actually have ownership and knowledge over my power bill.
Intuitive technology. Striking lines. Impeccable details. Genesis. Proof that transformation begins from the inside out. Lease the 2023 Genesis G70 for $329 per month. Exclusively at your Suncoast Genesis retailers.
David Goldman one day asked me, what is Second Chance Last Opportunity? And he started volunteering before he became a board chair. And I greatly appreciate him at what he does for this organization, as well as the people in the community.
All day long, we tell the stories of Sarasota and Manatee counties. That's our commitment to you, to serve the Suncoast. We're ABC7, your local station.
Well, it is a wet Wednesday out there.
Yeah, big story. You know, we're hearing the rumble of thunder here, too, something we haven't heard a lot in this summer. And look at the storms. Intense line of heavy rainfall covering the entire coastal area. Look out. They're moving to the east at 10 miles an hour. So heavy rain and winds gusting up to 40 miles an hour.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, that's all the time.